Probably one of the harder games our teams had to play through, and for a lot of reasons, but just really, really proud of how we handled everything. 4 games in 10 days. Our strength staff, our training staff do an amazing job of getting our kids ready. And sometimes you just have to find ways to have success. And I thought tonight we did that. That showed a lot of grit on our part. And the last thing I'll say is we've won 3 games in a row, which is great in this league. And all 3 games were completely different. Who the people were that were the leaders, the people that get to come talk to you, brilliant people. But today was Audie and Addie, and Audie and Addie showed why they're 2 of the best players in the country. They literally put this team on their back, literally and physically, and just really proud of how we handled a lot of situations tonight. And they need a break, so they'll get a break now.
Did you anticipate this being a game where it might be a struggle to shoot it from 3-point range?
Yeah, I mean, we told our players it was going to be basically hand-to-hand combat. I mean, they pressed 94 feet the whole time. Their hands are on you the whole time. And we just said, the first thing we're going to look at is are they going to double-team Audie or not? They didn't. And so we just said, throw the ball to Audie every chance you get, and try and beat him off the bounce and get to the free throw line. Because if you're pressing 94 feet for 40 minutes, you're going to foul a lot. So we wanted to get into the bonus as quick as we could. So we didn't have a lot of great looks from the 3. I think we ran 2 plays the whole night to even get one, because I really don't care. I know that's a big deal for a lot of people. I don't really care. So if you told me the choice is figure out a way to shoot a 3 or throw it to 55 or 24, the ball's going to 55 and 24.
What do you remember just about the streak and when that first game? I know you remember a lot of historic feats. Do you remember that first game and how it started? And did you ever anticipate it lasting this long?
No, I'm getting old. I don't remember the first game. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I think the only thing that I truly remember when we first got here, and I don't want to bore you, but Tara Gunderson was our starting point guard when I got here. And the year before she got here, I looked at her stats, and it was like she never shot the 3. Small town Iowa kid, Lake Park. We still have a play called Lake Park for her. And she went from hardly shooting the 3 in our first year here. She led the nation in 3-point makes. And that's probably the reason. She started the whole thing. She started a lot of things here. But other than that, I know there's been a lot of stats about when was the last one or made one in the fourth quarter. I really don't know. I probably should. I don't know. So sorry. I probably should know better.
You said you still run that play, Lake Park. Can you dive into what it is?
Yeah, it's a very simple ball reversal, flare screen kind of play, misdirection. We call it Lake Park, or we call it Cali opposite after my granddaughter. So it's the same play, but it's basically you try and get people moving, and you get a big guy to set a back screen and throw it to the shooter. So we put that in for Gunny, and we still run it.
The idea to get a 3,
yes.
I'm assuming.
3, or if they switch, the screener's supposed to get to the basket.
Cool.
We don't do that very well, but yeah, it's supposed to be a 3.
Sorry, I won't ask only about the streak.
That's okay.
But is it something where you want that to happen in the flow of the game? You don't want it to be, we're going to make a concerted effort just to extend a streak,
No, I mean, we only shot 7 of them, so we really didn't care. I mean, I think if we were really worried about it, we probably would have run about 15 more plays to get one. And again, I get it's a big deal to some people, and it's a big deal to us too. I'm proud of that the streak was there, but it's just like a kid getting a triple-double. I'm not leaving him in the game to get stats. I don't believe in that. That's just me. I'm not. Anyone else wants to do it, great. the ones we got, I mean, we had good looks at it, and, we're 0 for 7. Somebody make one. Go 1 for 7. I mean, it's kind of simple, I guess, but no, we didn't. We ran 2 plays to get a 3, and both of them were in the first half.
And their coach said she made a concerted effort not to get beat by 3s, especially the way you guys got hot in Arizona, and kind of said, can't have Audie Crooks doing what she did. It kind of ties into what you said about 25, so 55, and Audie and Addie doing what they did. Just how good were they, not only in Audie but catching and delivering, but Addie attacking. So many people attacking the rim and having success.
I thought they were really good, and I think for me, as you learn about your team and our team learns about themselves, and I think it says a lot about our players. It says a lot about my assistant coaches. Everyone looks at us and goes, well, all they do is shoot the 3, and they don't guard anyone. Well, you didn't watch the game tonight then, because we guarded our asses off, and and we played the game in a way to win the game. And that meant if you're going to chase us off the 3-point line, again, we have, in my mind, one of the best low post players in the country. So, okay. And again, it's everyone makes choices, and I thought between Audie and Addie Brown, we've been pushing her really hard to be like off the bounce, like just get it and rip it and go. And literally, I told her, I sent her a video. It didn't go through, but I sent her a couple videos of punt returns. The guy just catches it and goes. Doesn't think about it. Just put your freaking head down and hope you don't run into somebody. And she told me they didn't go through, so that's my technology problem. But I think between those two, post up the right way and attack off the bounce, we're big. And, AJ got a couple. Emily Ryan got a couple. So I thought that was really good. Really good.
You were talking about Addie putting her head down and just going full force. She did that for you in the second quarter. I mean, you guys are down by a point, and I talked to her about this, and we reeled off a 14-0 run, and she had 10 of them. So how big was it for you guys to get her to do that and to really bring you guys back?
Addie Brown is, in my mind, one of the most talented basketball players in the country. I really believe that. And I think sometimes, and I've said this, I think I said it to Molly. I might have said to you guys before the game, she's way too hard on herself. She's a perfectionist. And I think she tries to do things, and she needs to be more selfish. And I've told her, like, sometimes it's more selfish to not be aggressive offensively. Like, when Audie comes out of the game, she's got to, we have people out there that were a little bit overwhelmed. Well, she's got to be the one that hunts her shot and takes a tough shot. And because she's so unselfish and she loves to pass, sometimes that becomes a problem. But I think the thing about her is she knows. Like, if you say it to her, her basketball IQ is off the chart. It's just we got to get her to do it. And I thought tonight she did it.
Defensively, I haven't looked at the stats, but around 30% shooting, really limited their guards. Who stuck out to me was AJ for you guys. Is there anybody else, or you can elaborate with her what she was able to do and how you guys were able to?
Shavers and Maupin are really good offensive players. That was the number one thing on the scouting report. I think they went 7 for 26 between the two of them. We fouled Shavers a couple times, but AJ can really guard. I thought Emily Ryan defended as best, probably better than she has all year. And we put Addie Brown on the guards a little bit too. So I thought those three did a really good job of keeping the ball in front of them. That was it. It was like just we were focused on those two guys. Tough twos. I thought our rotation was better. And I thought, again, that means someone else is going to make it. Like 23, I think she made 3 threes all year. She makes 2 tonight. Okay. That's good for her. And it's just, you got to give up something. And we decided, it was 20-3, and for the most part, it was okay.
Coach, obviously your team. Sorry, excuse me. Obviously, your team has a couple rest days coming up. But what can 3 straight conference wins going into, a a space to catch your breath in a tough road game on Saturday. What can that do for this team?
Well, I think, obviously, right now, our kids they understand, I think, what it takes to have some level of success. I've said all along, our kids have competed every single day. I have zero issue with them coming to work. I have zero issue with anyone in our locker room. Yeah, we haven't played as well, maybe at times, and that's not their fault. That's my fault. I need to put them in better spots. But I think that, you're 4-2 in a really hard league. Obviously, there's a lot of hard games to go, but it's just you got to survive every single night when you can. And, my thing is we want to go into every game, and I think we will. And I've told you guys many times, showing up is a skill, and we are going to show up. And I know our kids are going to show up. They've shown up every day. Like I've told you guys, today was shoot around today was our 83rd practice. And I take really, really serious notes in every practice. And I can tell you there's been one day of the 83 that I thought we absolutely did not want to be in the gym doing anything related to the team. Now, we haven't practiced well every day, but I think that's pretty impressive. I do. And if we continue to do that, we'll show up wherever and we'll compete, and hopefully, like tonight, find some ways to win a few more games. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your time.
May I ask one more, Bill?
Oh, yeah.
I was just
Sorry.
wondering, what were your thoughts when Audie put up that 3 at the end of the game?
Well, she has the green light. She always asks for every game, green light. It's kind of a blinking green light or a very dim green light. But no, it was the end of the shot clock. She was wide open. She works on it every day. So
Looked pretty good, didn't it?
yeah, that was the first thing. Like right after that, she walked by me. She said, "Coach, that was in and out." I said, "It was out." But no, I obviously it's not a shot that we run plays for her, but she does have the green light to shoot it. She works on it every day, and so no, I have zero problem with it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.